Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are approaching the halfway mark of the 30 hours of Campillos. 15 hours and 20 minutes to go.
Buenas y bienvenidos de nuevo. Estamos aquí ya muy cerquita de cumplir estas 15 horas de carrera. Llegamos a ese momento tan especial de la noche donde vamos a cambiar de sentido. Quedan 20 minutos para que el reloj marque esas 15 horas de nuestras 30 horas de carrera.
Now, in 5 minutes' time, the pit lane will close. And it will remain closed for 30 minutes. So any driver that is on track now, the teams have to make sure that, you can't do more than 1 hour, 15 minutes in a stint. So any team, for example, BKRT Red, currently running in second place, the driver on track, Justine Strouwen, she has been out there for 45 minutes. She will have to pit because if she stays out for another half an hour, she will go over her maximum driving stint time. We've seen a lot of drivers looking at ASAC. They're going to have to pit at the moment, coming in very shortly. So we're going to see quite a few teams pitting very, very soon. Oh, there's somebody going off the track,
Yes.
kicking up some dust there. But so it's going to be 5 minutes of lots of activity in the pits before it closes.
Pues sí, como nos dice Henry, tenemos aquí 5 minutitos que nos quedan para cerrar ese pit lane que tendrán nuestros compañeros, nuestros pilotos cerrados durante 30 minutos. Durante esos 30 minutos que van a permanecer cerrados para hacer ese cambio de sentido, los pilotos no van a poder hacer ningún cambio, no van a poder entrar en el pit lane para hacer ese pit stop. Por eso, aquellos conductores, aquellos pilotos que lleven, pues como habíamos visto por ahí alguno de ellos, 45 minutos aproximadamente en la pista, tienen que tener en cuenta que deben salir y deben hacer ese cambio para poder permanecer pues esos 30 minutos que van a permanecer cerrado y no pasarse del tiempo.
So let's give you a quick rundown of where things stand at the moment. MRK Lions, team number 18, Jules Van Hula behind the wheel. They lead. They lead by 16 seconds. Although BKRT Red are in the pits, as are Burro 11 Need for Speed. So moving into second place will be Mold Racing. Nicholas Kruger still behind the wheel of the number 10 kart. So MRK Lions will have a 55-second advantage over Mold Racing. Now up into third place will come the number 17 team. Now that is the Harama. No, that is escuderiakart.com.
Muy bien, Henry, se ha aprendido bien el .com esta noche.
They'll move into third position. The Asphalt Knights are in the pits. They currently run sixth. Then it's the Ishing Auto Racing Pro team. Now, the reigning champions, John Del Valle, for Paquete's drivers, he is down in 8th position at the moment, just in front of ASAC and then WRW. So there's some new names in the top 10, but strategy. The race leaders, MRK Lions, have only made 13 pit stops. Mold Racing have made 14 pit stops. And then BKRT Red have made 13 pit stops. Burro 11 Need for Speed have made 14 pit stops. Joao Brites for the Asphalt Knights, they've made 15 pit stops. So there's a lot of different strategy playing out now.
Bueno, aquí a nuestra vuelta, en este pequeño parón que hemos hecho, vemos que la situación ha cambiado. Este top 10 está muy diferente ahora. Ahora sí que sí juega un papel fundamental la estrategia que tengan nuestros jefes de equipo y nuestros equipos en general. Vemos que tenemos a Jules Bajaule en el primer puesto, esos chicos belgas de MRK Lions. En segundo puesto tenemos a Mold Racing, los moldavos, en segunda posición. Pero, por ejemplo, vemos que esa primera posición lleva solamente 13 pit stops y esa segunda posición ya lleva 14, pero es que muy seguidamente tenemos a escuela de kart.com que se ha puesto en tercer lugar con esas 13 paradas que llevan de pit stop. Todo puede cambiar y todo puede variar dependiendo de esos cambios que vayan a hacer a partir de ahora.
So, of the teams that have made 15 pit stops, well, Asphalt Knights and the Paquetes drivers, they have both made 15 pit stops. They're 7th and 8th overall. And Paquetes drivers are a little bit in front of that. So we're looking there at the clock. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got about 8 teams, 10 teams in the pits at the moment. And the pit lane is going to close
Justo ahora va a cerrar ese pit lane. Veíamos una actividad enorme ahora mismo, tiene que ser una locura esa parte, esa zona de nuestros compañeros. El pit lane con esos últimos cambios antes de que cerrara. Tenemos, si veis en pantalla el live timing, podéis ver todos los equipos que están justamente ahora cambiando, como nuestros puestos 1, 2, tanto Niklas Kruger, que acaba de hacer el cambio para Mold Racing, como los MRK Lions también están dentro haciendo el cambio.
And look at that, MRK Lions and Mold Racing diving into the pit lane. In fact, well, MRK Lions, they pitted about a second before pit lane closed. That is incredible timing. Benjamin Kivers, he was the driver that was having a sleep when we went round the tents last time.
Nuestra bella durmiente que habíamos visto antes está hablando justamente ahora el compañero.
Just looking to see now, 1 minute, they pitted as, within a second. That is close indeed. Now we'll have a little look to see if there's a penalty or if they pitted too late, but that could be really, really significant. This race, it can be decided by inches. Now, from our commentary position, we can look down and the pace cart is waiting at the end of pit lane. Young Jeremy Roivers, the son of circuit owner Martin Roivers, who is the Spanish national junior Rotax champion, he will be going out and leading them around in a little bit.
Pues sí, desde aquí, como cuenta Henry, estamos viendo a Jeremy preparado ya, ese campeón nuestro nacional del Rotax, ya preparado en el safety car, que va a salir pues en breve, en unos minutitos, en 12 minutitos, saldrá para hacer ese cambio de sentido y dirigir a nuestros pilotos en el sentido contrario.
Now, with all these pit stops, okay, so I'm going to practice. No? Escudelecart.com.
Sí, muy bien.
They have moved into second position. They've only made 13 pit stops, but are they going to take the lead of this race? And of course, how many drivers, how many teams will be on the lead lap when the whole field gets slowed down?
Bueno, ahora es un momento muy importante porque justamente dependiendo de cómo acabe el podium, en este top 10 van a seguir al safety car todos en fila para coger esa nueva marcha, ese nuevo sentido. Veíamos a Escuela de Kart que se está poniendo en primera posición, lleva solamente 13 pit stop, eso sí. En cambio, si vemos, por ejemplo, a los chicos de Paquetes Driver, que había bajado posiciones, pero ellos ya llevan 15 pit stops. Pero bueno, vamos a ver cómo se presenta este top 10 detrás del safety car en unos minutos.
Yes, so escudelecart.com, Fernando Zamit is leading the race. This is the first time that the number 17 team, I think we're looking at them on the screen now, it's the first time that they have led this race, and we're on lap 599. They're on their 600th lap. So whoever wins this race is going to do well over 1,200 laps of the circuit. Now, here's another thing. When we turn it round, the lap times going the other way are slightly quicker. So the teams that have done more pit stops in the first half of the race, they'll be spending less time in the pit lane when the track is faster. So that's quite a good tactic to get your pit stops out of the way early. On saying that, Ares Racing are the only team at the moment. Ares Racing and HRS are the only two teams to have made more than half of their pit stops.
Sí, por ejemplo, vemos aquí, está contándonos Henry, esos pit stop que juegan un papel crucial para la estrategia que van a seguir nuestros competidores. Por ejemplo, vemos aquí a los chicos de Ares Racing que han hecho 16 pit stop y también a los chicos de HRS, que los británicos, que también tienen ya un poquito más de la mitad de sus pit stop hechos.
So that is, could be significant. The amount of drivers, so all the teams are now on the circuit. Kart.com lead by 49 seconds. We have 6 teams on the lead lap. Kart.com, MRK Lions, the number 13 team, the Danish team, up there.
Yes.
That is Christian Schumi Jesser, Exigente Auto Racing Pro, Paquetti's drivers, BKRT Red, Burrow and Burrow Need for Speed 11. They are your lead lap karts. Now, Mold Racing, the Asphalt Knights, they're 1 lap down in 7th and 8th places. What will happen? And you can see Jeremy Roivers now sat in his kart, crash helmet on. When he goes out, he will pick up the race leader. He will find the number 17 kart, and everybody else will line up behind. So if you Escuadra de Kart are on circuit now. These karts just in front of the race leaders. So with the race leader going up through turn number 7 now. Those karts there on our screen here, they're going to gain a whole lap on the race leader almost. They're almost going to be lapped. They're going to pick up an awful lot of track position, which is really, really important. So it's going to, the lead gap is going to come down from 49 seconds to probably about 10 seconds. And then they're going to go through the cut through and use, so that the race will not stop.
Bueno, seguimos aquí. Henry nos estaba explicando un poco la estrategia que van a seguir nuestros chicos en la pista ahora que va a cambiar este sentido. Tenemos una parrilla con ese top 6 de competidores. Tenemos a Escuela de Karts en la posición número 1, MRK Lions en la 2, NC en la número 3, en el puesto 4 Paquetes Driver, en el puesto 5 BKR Team, en el puesto 6, Buro, los chicos ucranianos. Y bueno, esto puede ir cambiando porque esas vueltas que llevan hechas nuestros pilotos van cambiando muy, muy poco a poco.
Right, now we'll look down the exit of pit lane. Jeremy Roivers has moved the pace kart down to the exit of pit lane. And he waits to be given the signal to head out onto the circuit. Here come the leaders going past the exit pit lane. There you can see Jeremy Roivers there, just flashing across your screen, waiting to go out, our pace kart driver. And so on the track, the leader is coming down through the hill, coming down towards the end of the lap now. There are a few drivers just in front of him. There is Jeremy Roivers. There's circuit owner Martin Roivers, just waiting to give his son the signal. They're not going to go out just yet. So, right, he's just pointed out, there goes the leader. Whoops, missed him that time.
Sí, pues vemos en pantalla, justo estábamos viendo a Martin, también con su hijo, con Jeremy, esperando esa señal para dar comienzo al cambio de sentido. Quedan 6 minutos, nuestros competidores están dando esas últimas vueltas, que quedan, pues imagino que 3-4 vueltas van a poder dar más, no mucho más, antes de que Jeremy salga al circuito.
Now, I haven't seen any penalties come up from the timekeepers. So the MRK Lions, they timed it just right. Now, we'll wait to see Fernando Zammit, Kart.com, is coming down through turn number 10 now. So he's coming down the hill, watching some of the battles going on for the lower positions. Certainly there, this is could be the number 41 team that we're looking at on our screens, the Masters leaders. They've been the Masters class leaders for the entire race. Now, here we go. The race leader crosses the start-finish line, and we still wait 5 minutes to go before half distance.
Sí, acaba de cruzar la línea de nuevo ese líder de carrera actual de escueladecart.com. Quedan 5 minutos para que Jeremy salga, ese safety car salga a dar el comienzo a ese cambio de sentido. Y seguimos viendo aquí si va a haber algún cambio más. Están muy cerca tanto MRK Lions como Escuela de Kart. No sé si va a haber ese cambio final o posiblemente se quede la parrilla tal y como la estamos viendo.
Now, the problem that the pace kart is going to have is our race leader, of course, is catching and passing slower drivers. Going up the hill is our race leader. He's in a pack of karts going up the hill towards turn number 10 now. We're looking at see if we can catch some of the numbers going across the start-finish line. Can't quite make out the numbers on those two karts, but looking at on our screens, no, it's a bit tricky to make them out. We're going to find them all out in a minute, but it's yeah, you need good eyesight to see the numbers on some of these karts.
Está complicado ver los números de karts ahora para ver dónde están situados exactamente los competidores en pista. Sí que podemos seguirlo a través del live timing y vemos, por ejemplo, que de nuevo Escuela de Kart está a punto de realizar ese... Mira, acaba de hacerlo, acaba de hacer esa vuelta y va hacia arriba. Se va a encontrar posiblemente un poco de tráfico por el camino, según estamos viendo en la guía del live timing. Desde casa también lo podéis ver como... Bueno, no somos capaces de diferenciar los dorsales con la oscuridad para ver lo que estáis viendo exactamente en casa.
Right then, so 3 minutes to the halfway point. Looking at coming down the hill. A couple of the drivers going into the final corner and across the start-finish line. That's it's the number 42 kart that we're looking at on our screen. That is Sally's from Denmark, the 42 kart. They're in 22nd position, and they are just in front of the number 43 kart, the Sally's Old Boys. So it's a Danish pastry up at the front. The two Danes, Sally's and Sally's Old Boys. We've learnt that Sally's is a 1950s style American diner in Denmark that serves the best milkshakes in Europe or Denmark. I can't remember.
Eso dicen ellos. Justamente antes ha estado Henry con los chicos de Sally hablando fuera en los boxes y explicaban que Sally es el nombre de un restaurante que tienen allí, que es donde sirven los mejores batidos daneses, según nos han explicado.
Personally, I think it was very rude of Sally's to come all this way from Denmark to Spain, brag about their world-famous milkshakes and not bring any of the product. How can we judge without a taste test.
Exacto, está diciéndonos Henry que cómo puede ser que se planten aquí en España diciendo que hacen los mejores batidos sin traernos uno para que lo probemos. Pero bueno, se lo tendremos que perdonar si siguen viniendo como han hecho desde el primer año. El año que viene, a ver si tenemos suerte y lo traen.
It's very rude indeed. But there they go. There are two Danish friends having a good drive, running in 22nd and 23rd positions overall. They are, Jan Norbert is aboard the number 42 kart, and Michael Have is aboard the number 43 kart, and they are 6 laps behind the race leaders. We're still looking for the pace kart to come out. Our race leader goes through turn number 1 now. Oh, a little bit of action there. And unfortunately, the pace car is going to be tricky to find the right thing because it is going to be half distance. And KartCenter Campillos always put on a show for its customers and its drivers. So we are going to have a break now. There is the pace kart. We have got 15 hours and 10 minutes.
Quedan
10
8 segundos para hacer ese cambio de sentido que llevamos todo el día pendiente de él. Vamos a ver qué pasa ahora. Ya está ahí Jeremy preparado a la señal de su padre para salir a pista.
There's a man standing in the middle of the circuit, and he's got something in a box next to him. And now we wait. It's timing is key because no one's going to slow down. And of course, the drivers that are trying to stay in front of the race leader, there's one kart coming across the line now. There's the number 8 kart. They are scrambling. Now there goes the pace kart.
Ahí está, justo ha pasado el cabeza del circuito, en este caso los chicos de escuela de kart.com, y a la salida de su padre de Martin, Jeremy, ha salido con ese safety car.
And look at that. Perfect timing. The pace kart picks up the race leader, and we are at the halfway point, and the fireworks.
Qué bonito lo que vemos desde aquí, por favor, esos fuegos artificiales que dan ese pistoletazo de cambio de sentido, y estamos disfrutándolo con unas vistas espectaculares desde Campillo. Lo van a disfrutar también los vecinos del pueblo y creo que todo el mundo alrededor.
Now, the luckiest team in the race are Team 8, Track Limits Pro. They were about to go another lap down. They're in 16th position, and they stay just 3 laps behind the race leaders. So, we are under the pace kart situation. Great firework display from the organisers. Luckily, around the circuit, Campillos, the town, is about 5-6 minutes away. Your spaniel in the hotel is going to be going crazy because you could hear the fireworks.
Sí, decía Henry que lo que veníamos diciendo, que la gente de Campillos está disfrutando también de estos fuegos artificiales que hemos vivido aquí, porque el pueblo está a escasos 5 o 7 minutos aproximadamente del karting, de este circuito. Yo me he dejado a mi perrito en el hotel, pero posiblemente no hay ningún tipo de problema porque está acostumbrado, es un spaniel bretón y está acostumbrado a estar por el campo con todo tipo de ruidos y no le molesta nada.
So, the majority of the field have now caught Jeremy Roivers. We've got more fireworks going off at the top of the circuit.
Ahí siguen los fuegos artificiales dando la bienvenida a ese cambio de sentido. Vaya despliegue han hecho aquí los chicos de Karting Center. Increíble.
And now everyone falls back into line. We wait for the final few drivers to catch up, and then once the entire 45 kart field is behind the pace kart, then we will do the old switcheroo.
Bueno, 45 equipos que están ahora viviendo este cambio de sentido en la pista. Se escucha ese silencio de esa bajada de velocidad fuera. Está siendo un momento emocionante. Estoy segura de que lo están viviendo así todos nuestros competidores.
So there's now, this is the last time we're going to call this turn 3. So we will take the one track map and throw it away. And now we will have to learn a whole new, well, it's not a new track map, but it's a new corner number system as the fireworks continue to go off.
Es impresionante el despliegue de fuegos artificiales. Creo que lo podéis ver en vuestras pantallas también. En directo se vive, pues, emocionante, muy, muy bonito.
So now watch this on your screens now. Your pace kart will go down the infield straight and now cut through onto the new start-finish straight. So that is how we change direction.
Wow, increíble. Ya están todos nuestros competidores, todos nuestros pilotos cogiendo ese nuevo sentido en dirección a las agujas del reloj.
So the entire field goes through the cut through, and now we are running. Oh dear, was that a firework just blowing off the commentary box window there? Well, we like to get close to the action here, Chris, but that was a little bit too close.
Bueno, afortunadamente tenemos un cristal aquí delante de nosotros porque se ve intensísimo estos fuegos artificiales.
Now, no expense spared, I've got to say. Very impressive. We can't go racing.
Wow.
Full marks to the bloke standing about 6 feet away from the actual box setting off all the fireworks. Fair play to him. Health and safety? What health and safety? Only joking. Oh.
Parece que va a terminar, pero no, para nada. Sigue. Wow, emocionante. ¿Qué deben estar viviendo nuestros pilotos en la pista? Creo que es algo inolvidable y mágico lo que están viviendo ahora dentro de sus karts, disfrutando de estos fuegos artificiales a sus espaldas. Es impresionante.
Now, as the fireworks continue to go off, now, Fernando Zamit, escudelecart.com, their lead has shrunk to 20 seconds. Now, we'll try and find the second place team, MRK Lions. They are, well, where are MRK Lions? We're looking for, they're quite a way back in the pack, so there's a lot of lapped traffic. Oh, hello.
¡Wow! Ya, ahora sí que sí, es lo que llamamos en España la traca final. Acaba de sonar de esos fuegos artificiales.
The big
¿Lo has escuchado? La traca, decimos aquí. Muy bien. Ahora sí que sí, comienza esta nueva carrera en ese sentido en las agujas del reloj. Comienzan otras 15 horas por delante de diversión. Tenemos ahí dando la última vuelta a Jeremy, que imagino que se saldrá en breve y dejará a nuestros pilotos en la pista continuar con la carrera.
So you can see 45 drivers, they've all got to stay in the same order. The lead is down to 15 seconds. So escudelecart.com, MRK Lions, Icing Auto Racing Pro, Paquetes drivers, BKRT Red, and then Burrow 11, Need for Speed. They are your lead lap karts, and they're all going to be very close together when racing gets underway. In fact, there's a good 20-25 karts between the race leader and then MRK Lions in kart number 18. But with the fireworks now finished, I think we're going to go racing again, and the battle between second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth is going to be absolutely superb.
Pues sí, ahora podemos verlo una vez ya todos estos pilotos con sus karts ordenados, esos 45 equipos. Vemos que ahora la distancia entre ellos se ha acortado muchísimo. Tienen segundos de distancia entre unos y otros, así que cuando comience esta nueva carrera en el sentido de las agujas del reloj, vamos a ver qué es lo que pasa en la pista.
So they come now. This will be coming into what is now. Oh, so we'll renumber all the corners. So this is now going into turn 15, the bottom of the circuit. Jeremy Roivers, the pace kart lights are out.
Está a punto de terminar Jeremy su salida. Aquí lo vemos como ahora sí, Jeremy ha entrado de nuevo en la pit lane y vemos a los pilotos comenzar con potencia estas nuevas 15 horas que tienen por delante.
Part 2 of the 30 hours of Karting Campillos is underway, and now the teams go through the new turn 1. They go up the hill, and already somebody getting caught out there by the new change of direction. This is where we're going to see potentially quite a few incidents as drivers, they're 15 hours into the race, it's dark, suddenly they're changing direction. There's a whole heap of drivers coming down the hill. Now this is going to be turns 9, 10 and 11 into this bottom corner now. There's going to be some spectacular action. There's mold racing on our screens. Who is going to be bravest of the brave into the bottom corner? And again, this is now a faster lap. The lap time, so 1 minute 23.661. That was the best lap of the anti-clockwise track. We're going to see that get broken very, very quickly. But escuderia.com, great tactics. They've got a lot of drivers between themselves and their nearest rivals. So here they come. They're the first karts across the line. There go the leaders. And now we look for kart number 18. Kart number 18 is still a long way back in this whole pack of karts there. So the leaders have got a lot of room to play.
Sí,
Great
sí,
stuff.
sí. Ya vemos en ese sector 3 las nuevas marcas en el live timing, indicando esas vueltas que acaban de terminar, esa primera vuelta, nuestros chicos en la pista.
So they go up now. This is so down towards turn number 6 now. They will go up towards the top part of the circuit. Top part of the circuit, that is now turn 8 up there. Now, this is fast and really, really sketchy. Through the flat-out right-hander at turn number 9. Still going downhill, hard braking for turn number 11. And now up the infield straight. I have to say, though, all the drivers did very well. We didn't have any incidents or accidents on the first lap back racing.
Ahora tenemos un recorrido muy interesante porque van a bajar rápidamente de la colina hasta ese sector, hasta esa vuelta 11, donde irán con una velocidad muy rápida y vamos a ver qué tal la maneja. Al cambiar el sentido lo cambia todo y posiblemente vamos a ver vueltas mucho más rápidas con nuestros pilotos en la pista.
Now we do have one kart slowing down at the back of the field. Driver with their hand in the air waving, and of course all our camera positions have to change, so you've got a good view of the karts going away from us up the hill as you're looking at the battle going on further back. Oh, and there's a bit of door handling going on as they head up towards turn number, the new turn. What turn is that now? I'm not quite sure.
Algo está pasando ahí, acaba de pararse ese kart. A ver si consigo ver el número que tienen. Henry,
27.
27, vamos a ver quién tenemos aquí en el número 27. Es Titan Racing Team de Spain. Ellos van ahora mismo en la posición número 44. Han debido de tener algún tipo de problema porque han tenido que parar el kart en mitad de la pista y ahora justo acaba de salir por ese pit lane a ver qué es lo que está pasando ahí. Ya lo veíamos raro, estaba quedándose en la cola, algo estaba pasando y efectivamente no era algo puntual.
So the Titan Racing team, well, Daniel Beltran brings that kart. They are in 44th place. The Amelia Racing team could have some company
Sí, ahora
at the
sí
back
que
of the field. Let's think positive, the Amelia Racing team.
Precisamente cuando estábamos hablando con Emilia Racing Teams abajo, nos decían que se sabía cómo empezaba, pero no cómo acababa y que su esperanza para esta carrera era mantenerse en el podium y efectivamente, en el podium, mantenerse en el circuito y terminar la carrera y efectivamente ahí siguen empujando, nunca se sabe, pueden pasar de los 45 al puesto 44, puede ser, vamos a verlo.
Yeah, indeed. Now, looking on your screens there's the very distinctive bright yellow and black race suit of the Mould Racing team, kart number 10. They are a lap off the lead. They are actually now down to 8th position. Oh, no, that's... Nicholas Kruger is out there for the Mould Racing. That's the second of the Mould Racing teams. Kart number 11 you're looking at. Paquete's drivers have moved up into second place already. 10 seconds behind escuderecar.com. MRK Lions are third, so they are having a good battle, second and third. Paquete's drivers, John Del Valle, he has made a lot of ground. You can see he's passing kart after kart, so that gap is coming down between the top two. And we've got 17 seconds separating our leading 6 teams.
Pues justo vemos ahí en mitad del recorrido a los chicos de Paquetes Drivers, que en este caso está John del Valle apretando y ha subido a esa segunda posición muy cerca de Fernando Samit de escueladecart.com.
Now looking at the lap times, at the moment already, well, no one has beaten the fastest lap of the race just yet, but, okay, purple sector. Paquete's drivers through sector number 2. John Del Valle has just gone faster than any other driver in this entire race through sector number 2. Now the sectors remain the same. Sector 1 becomes sector 3. Sector 3 becomes sector 1. Sector 2 remains. And also I noticed a driver doing the fastest final sector as well. So lap times, now the air is nice and cool. These 4-stroke 390cc Honda engines, they like the cool air and they will go quicker and quicker. Look at all these green times. Teams putting in their personal best sector, and there is a purple sector too for John Del Valle again, and it's not going to be long before we're already into 1 minute 24.1. So this layout of the circuit, this direction is quicker.
Estamos viendo ahora cómo van cambiando esas vueltas dentro del live timing. Vemos que John del Valle está haciendo en el sector 2 la vuelta más rápida de ahora, de este sentido. Recordamos que en este caso la vuelta más rápida hasta el momento, en 1 minuto 23 segundos, la tenía José María Servián del equipo lo miramos aquí con el dorsal 41 de MRT Frikis Boys, estos Masters. Vamos a ver si esto cambia, que muy posiblemente sea así con este cambio de sentido.
Now, the leaders are in the pits. The pit lane has just reopened and the leaders are already in. So Paquete's drivers are going to go back to the top of the charts. Mould Racing as well have pitted. Nicholas Kruger in the pit lane, and I'm not sure if Nicholas Kruger is actually out. The race suit says no, but I thought I saw Nicholas Kruger walking to the back of the pit lane earlier on, but says he's still out there. So yes, now Paquete's drivers will take the lead of this race, but by 1 second over Benjamin Kivers and the MRK Lions. Right, let's try and pick up our new leader, Paquete's drivers. There goes Paquete's and MRK Lions in second place. I think our our graphic on there is still showing the drivers going the other way, so we won't worry about that just yet. Whoops.
Bueno, todavía tenemos ahí en el live timing el circuito dándonos la información al revés, se tienen que todavía actualizar, pero sí que podemos ver en pantalla que John del Valle ha conseguido subir esos puestos deseados y lo tenemos en primera posición con Paquetes Driver. MRK Lions acaba de ponerse en segunda posición, Exing Auto Racing Pro está en tercera posición y ahí tenemos ese top 3. Recordar que, por ejemplo, Paquetes Driver lleva 15 pit stops, MRK Lions lleva 14 y posiblemente, muy asumiblemente, Exing Auto Racing baje porque lleva solamente 13 pit stops.
Now, there is the unmistakable red race suit with the green sleeves of the Asphalt Knights. They are in 7th position and they are now back on the lead lap. So 7 karts on the lead lap. Joao Brites, he is 1 minute and 23 seconds behind race leader John Del Valle, but is hanging on just about. In fact, Del Valle, as we watch them go through turn number 1, there on your screen just flashing out is the Asphalt Knights, and Del Valle is right around there in his kart, well, you look for the kart skins race suit, but the Asphalt Knights are now just a lap down, maybe a little bit more.
Ahí vemos en pantalla con ese traje naranja que podéis ver desde vuestras pantallas a Joao Brites, que con Alpha Knights ya sabéis que lleva un recorrido estupendo intentando subir posiciones ahí de nuevo para mantenerse en ese top 10. Ahora mismo están en la posición número 6, pero van rascando y subiendo poco a poco posiciones.
Now, one thing you are seeing quite a lot is various gesticulating and, various drivers not happy with one another. Of course, the whole field is back together. A big mix of abilities there with the yellow sleeves on his race suit. That is your race leader. We're not on looking at him just at this moment. Now, try and pick up a couple of the numbers. But yeah, yellow sleeves. There he is in the middle of the pack. That is I think that is your race leader. Just crossing the line. Yes. There he goes, the yellow race suit there, not the mold racing race suit. It's a bit tricky to see even if you've been doing this a long time. But the Asphalt Knights are just on the lead lap. I'm just going to see where they are. Oh no, they've just been passed. So Asphalt Knights have just gone a lap down. And look at that 3 wide action there. That actually isn't the race leader on our screen. I think that might be Benjamin Kivers. We're looking at in second position for the MRK Lions team, but John Del Valle is pulling away.
Pues sí, seguimos viendo ahí cómo John Del Valle está manteniendo su posición en el primer puesto. Lleva 619 vueltas, nada más y nada menos en estas 15 horas casi y media que llevamos. Vemos también cómo los chicos de MRK Lions están ahí apretando esa salida y Alpha Knights, como veníamos diciendo, sigue manteniendo esa posición sexta, está a una vuelta del cabeza de circuito que es ahora mismo John Del Valle. Se mantienen Buro 11, se mantienen los chicos suizos Exigente Auto Racing Pro y se mantiene BRK Lions también en posición quinta.
Now, yes, the Asphalt Knights are a lap down now. I was looking out the commentary box window and what a stint this has been from John Del Valle. He is pulling away at over a second a lap from Benjamin Kivers in the MRK Lions team. Buro 11 Need for Speed up into 3rd position. The Icing Auto Racing Pro team are in the pits. As we, of course, now have got the all the karts coming in a different way in the pit lane. As try and pick up our leader. He's just in front of this group, is our race leader. And in fact, I think that might be the front of the group now. Yes, so the driver at the front of this group on your screen, that's our race leader, John Dalavegne, leading the way. He's already put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 karts between himself and Asphalt Knights, who are now a little bit over a lap down, and he's got clear track in front of him for quite a way, which is such an impressive performance indeed.
Sí, ahí veíamos en pantalla a ese grupo liderado por John del Valle. Muy cerquita le siguen Benjamin, Ilias, Sofus, Loris y obviamente Joao Brites, que está intentando ahí coger posiciones y haciendo sus vueltas más rápidas de este sector.
And coming down the infield straight now. This is going up the hill towards turn 8, so that's the tightest, the highest part of the circuit. Now we begin, this is still turn number 9 here. That corner there is still turn number 9, but now this is a fast run through 10 and then into 11, hard braking zone. There's going to be plenty of drivers, you can just see they're running out wide, and that driver with the orange sleeves on their race, so that could be the San Bernardo team. Their colours are sort of black and orange, but it's going to be very difficult for some of these drivers now to get used to racing the other way. Some teams, they haven't. There are a couple of drivers that didn't do the first half of the race at all. Octavian Lungi for Mold Racing, who are now down in 10th position, 2 laps down, but they have made 16 pit stops, which is significant. Octavian is a bit of a heavier driver, so now his weight suits this particular rotation of the circuit, so he'll be doing a lot of this. And down number 33, look for Alex. Look right. Where is my good friend? Who's always got a lot to say
sin mucha
himself.
luz, tal y como estamos fuera, estamos aquí dentro también en la speaker box para poder ver bien todo este circuito.
Alex Wentworth. Alex Wentworth is going out. He was a driver who had a lot to say for himself, I think, a very chatty fellow with the hair and the sunglasses. He is a specialist at this direction.
Sí, ahí hablaba nuestro compañero, pues de uno de esos chicos británicos que entrevistábamos anteriormente esta noche, que ha estado durante todo el día muy relajado viendo a sus compañeros en la pista con sus gafas de sol, sus trencitas, ahí con esos good vibes, ¿no? Por así decirlo, esperando que llegara la noche, porque como al chico se le da mucho mejor este sentido a favor de la hora, pretendía, la estrategia que ha tenido el equipo ha sido dejarlo pues fresco para darle caña esta noche a la pista. Así que ahí está, ahí lo tenemos en la pista, apretando también su kart para seguir el ritmo de los compañeros.
Now movement out on track. ASAC have just moved into 30th position at the expense of the number 17 Track Limits Sport. That was Jan Flambard passing Axel Rochard for position. So two French drivers swapped in position, but the Track Limits Sport team are representing Portugal. They've changed nationality. It's easy for some, and that's a change of position out on circuit. But Paquete's drivers now 6 seconds in front of the Lions team, Benjamin Kivers in kart number 18. Ilyas Miftakadinov is third, and BKRT Red are now the last team on the lead lap, down to 4 teams on the lead lap.
Vemos que los chicos de MRK Lions están a solo 6 segundos de John del Valle, de Paquetes Driver, de esa posición 1. También tenemos que recordar que ellos llevan solamente 14 paradas y los chicos de Paquetes Drivers llevan 15. Entonces, esos 6 segundos que están ahí cerquitas de ello puede cambiar en el momento en el que hagan esa parada número 15 también los chicos de MRK Lions.
Well, we are coming towards the end of this 1 hour broadcast. I tell you what I will do as we watch some of the leaders go round. I will go and consult with the good people at WFR Live TV to find out when we're back on air tomorrow morning. But as you see, John Del Valle, that's just setting his team's personal best lap of the race. So what we'll do is, Chris, if you don't mind just sort of running down the list of orders and telling people how they can keep up to date with this event on all the social media channels, I will disappear and go and find out when we're back on air before we return.
Pues sí, nos vamos, pero solamente momentáneamente porque mañana estamos aquí de nuevo siguiendo este directo con todos vosotros. Muy atentos porque nos dejamos la pista con John del Valle a la cabeza de Paquetes Driver. Vamos a ver cómo se da la noche, vamos a ver cómo cambian esas posiciones y nos vemos en unas horas de nuevo aquí en directo desde Karting Campillos en estas 30 horas de endurance.
Wow. We are back on live at 8 a.m. Local time, which will be in 7.5 hours, in which we've got to try and maybe get a few hours sleep, maybe. Might even treat myself to a shower, or But yeah, so 8 a.m. we are back live with you, and we are going to take you. We're not going to be broadcasting continuously tomorrow, but we are going to bring you the majority of the remainder of the race. We're going to take shorter breaks, more action, and I think we're going to do the full final 5 or 6 hours live.
Pues sí, recordad, a las 8 de la mañana estaremos aquí de nuevo en el live. Podéis seguir, si tenéis ganas de ver cómo van nuestros chicos durante esta noche, el live timing, que no va a parar de dar información. Pero eso sí, ellos siguen en el circuito de la pista. Nosotros hacemos un pequeño descanso. A las 8 os espero a todos al otro lado de la pantalla siguiendo este directo.
Okay, so one final time before we leave you. Team number 1, Paquetes Drivers, lead by 7 seconds over the MRK Lions in second. Burro 11, Need for Speed, are third. BKRT Red are fourth. The Asphalt Knights are fifth. Kart.com sixth, with Icing Auto Racing Pro 8th. WRW in 8th position. Haramafan Racing 9th. And Mold Racing rounding out your top 10. That is the order as we go to bed.
Hasta mañana.